Hey guys, it's Libby, and today I thought that I would make a video doing my makeup again because I did that once before and you guys have wanted to see me do it now because I do it a little bit different or whatever. So we are going to do that today. By the way, I'm not going to be signing because it's hard to sign and put on makeup at the same time, so I'm just going to voice over and closed caption it. So yeah, and if I'm not really looking into the camera correctly, that's because I'm not wearing my contacts, and that is the first thing to do. So let's get started.
So really, I only wanted to include this part because I know that touching eyes like freaks some people out, so I thought I would do that if I could because I'm a great person. But then I start signing a song because I can't stay on task and I like the song. Can you guess what song it was? It was country, so maybe not. But then I'm checking my phone. No, stop it. Get on task. Libby, makeup. No, stop it. Oh my goodness. Okay, makeup. I start off with the Milani Prime Perfection Face Primer. I don't know if it does anything, but I like to think it does. But then I move on with the Garnier BB Cream in like light to medium or something like that, and put that all over my face and rub it in with my hands. And also onto my neck to make sure it looks like I'm not wearing a mask or something. But then I take the Revlon Colorstay Foundation in Nude and the e.l.f. Stippling Brush, and I use that to like cover acne, but it doesn't really work. But, you know, thought that counts. And then I take the Maybelline Fit Me powder on a Sonia Kashuk powder brush and set all of that. And then I take the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in medium and an angled brush, which is actually from an art store. But I take the gel side and run that through my eyebrows. It gives them more will to stay in their place, I think, or whatever. But then I take the powder and fill them in a bit more. And this thing is great, the e.l.f. eyebrow kit. I love it a lot. It's like super great and it's like $3, so highly recommend. But then I take a comb thing and comb through them to make it look more natural. Then I take the NARS Blush Bronzer Duo in Orgasm and Laguna, and I take the e.l.f. Blush Brush and put Orgasm on my cheeks, nose, and chin, which kind of sounds weird to say. But then I take the MAC, 168 brush, which is just like an angled blush brush, and put the bronzer on my temples, under my cheekbones, my jawline, and my neck. But then I move on and take the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the original shade and put that all over my eyelids up to my eyebrows. By the way, don't mind my swaying, I was still listening to music. Can you guess what song it is? I am signing it. I really need to like stay on task. Come on, Libby. No, stop it. Makeup. Okay, I take the MAC Burgundy x9 palette on the MAC 239 brush, which is just a simple shader brush. But I take the shade Honey Lust and put that on the inner 1/3 of my eyelids, and then I move on and take the shade Hoax and put that on the outer 2/3 of my eyelids and a little bit into my crease as well. On that same eyeshadow brush, I take out my Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics palette with the shade Skimp, and I put that underneath my eyebrows as well as in the inner corners of my eyelids. And then I am back to my MAC palette with the shade Star Violet, and I put that in like the outer third of my eyelids and into the crease as well. By the way, I love this shade so much. It's so beautiful. But I blend that out, and then I take the MAC 217 brush, which is just a fluffy blender brush, and I take the shade Query, and I blend that sort of like above my crease a little bit just to make it all softer and more natural looking-ish. Then I take some random black Sephora eyeliner and line the outer half of my lower lash lines. And then I take an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and the shade Antiqued from MAC, and I set that eyeliner with the eyeshadow, as well as put it into the like outer V of my eyelids, sort of like the very outside of the crease. Then I take e.l.f. liquid eyeliner and begin doing my upper eyeliner. I don't have any tips for this. I kind of just start off doing a thin line all the way across, and then I work on the wings after that. There's no science to it. It just takes practice. Something I've found that I usually do though is I'll do it with my eyes closed like that, and then after that's done and dried by a lot of hand flapping, I'll look at it with my eyes open and sort of touch it up to make sure it looks decent-ish. We go for a lot of ishes here, kind of just like so, as long as it's like alright-ish, it's good. But then I take my Urban Decay Heavy Metal eyeliner in the shade Gunmetal and put that where my lower lash line's eyeliner ended, just to make it sparkly because sparkles are always fun. And then I take mascara. This is like CoverGirl Lash Blast or something, question mark? I don't know, the label wore off, so no clue. But then I layer a different mascara on top, Maybelline Great Lash, because why not? YOLO, you know, mascara, crazy. Okay. Then I take the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. Again, I have no clue if this works. I like to think it does, but it's extremely unpleasant to use, if you can tell by the look on my face. So, but then the real dilemma comes in selecting a lipstick. It's a crisis, I know, but I decided on Androgyny from Jeffree Star because I like it. So I go ahead and put that on. It does take some practice to use a liquid lipstick until you're used to it. I'm still kind of screwing it up a bit, but that's fine. And then I take the lip pencil. It's also an eye pencil, but it's lip safe, from Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics in the shade Tard. And I blend that on the outer edges and the corners just to give it a more interesting look. And then I take this Tattoo Junkie lip color corrector. It helps make the like black and mauve or whatever sort of mix together more nicely and look more blended and stuff. So, yep. And then I take my fangs from Chaos Custom Fangs and pop those in. I will link my video all about those down below, and because I love them. So, yeah. And then we are done. So, yeah.
So I hope you guys liked it, and yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye.